What is going on, guys? We're here. We're live for another Sunday stream. We had over 500 people waiting at one point. Every time we start, you got to refresh. Some people come right back in. But holy cow, that's insane. I just watched a crazy ending to an NFL game, Bucks versus Rams. Nuts. I'm sure Jeremy's making a video for Sports Wars. Because here, right now, I'm with you guys. Sunday, 6:30 Eastern. I do have the game on, so if you see flashing lights, that's what's going on. I got the game on because I don't want to miss anything, but obviously I'm going to be focused on you guys. How is everyone doing? I'm excited. I haven't done shit today. Brady choked. And listen, Brady played like dog shit. Brady played like absolute shit that first half. He has no one to blame but himself for this loss. That's the bottom line. I'm going to say the same thing about Aaron Rodgers. Got to say the same thing about Tom Brady. I will say, Tom Brady brought him back from down 27-3, tied the game. But at the end of the day, you wasted all that time in the first half. So as great as Tom Brady is, as incredible as that comeback was, should have got it done earlier. But that's probably about all the football we're going to talk today, because that's not what this chat is for. And I don't think that's what this chat likes. The fourth quarter was absolutely insane. Let's say hi to people in chat. I see 187. His 49ers just won. Sure, he's pretty happy about that. I see my nerdy home already in the chat modding. I see Chester Bonaparte. I see Bruce. I see BE. I see Adam Manlove says, I tried jerking off to Frosk and now I'm gay. I've heard that can happen. I don't think that's unexpected with Frosk. Have I been drinking? No. What the fuck just happened? I did just pour a drink. So I have not been drinking, but now I have. Cheers to all of you guys. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm having a pretty good weekend. My yesterday was pretty great because the Daily Wire released a video that myself and Jeremy did for them, which is pretty fucking phenomenal. That's pretty cool. And actually, Ben Shapiro shared it on his Facebook page. I'm sure he probably doesn't run it or whatever. But yeah, it got shared on Ben Shapiro's Facebook page a couple hours ago, which is really cool. Geeks and Gamers has seen a ton of sub growth since that video came out, which is awesome to know that there's that much crossover between these communities. And scrolling through the comments is really cool. I'll probably talk about that a little bit today. I have something else to talk about today. Obviously, I've got a couple different channels. One of them is called Patriot Outpost, where I talk about political stuff. And I got a video taken down for medical misinformation, where I gave absolutely no information. I only reacted to a video that is publicly available all over YouTube. And in fact, I tried to attach CDC reports and all these things. And they denied me. So we're going to try the appeal again, and we're going to tweet it out. We're going to make a fuss with these people, all right? So we're going to write the tweet out live because I want to get as much attention as we possibly can for it. It's 1,000% bullshit. No reason for them to take my video down. This is the second time they've tried to do that. First time we got it back up. That was one of the Joe Rogan videos. We're going to do the same thing again, but we'll talk more about that later. Chris Gore in the chat. The NFC Conference Championship game could be called the Shithole Bowl. LA versus San Francisco, the two most disgusting cities in California. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that, Chris. It's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah, it's been a great week. On Thursday, on Thursday, we hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel. I'm gonna clap for myself. I'm going to clap for myself for 100,000 subscribers, but it's not just for me. It's a clap for each and every one of you guys in the chat, whether you've been subscribed for a couple days or for 2.5 years. You are the ones who helped grow this channel to 100K. Never thought I'd be saying that. Never thought in a million years I'd see that check mark next to my name. I wasn't planning on doing YouTube until 2.5 years ago. The thought had never entered my mind, but here we are. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Means a lot to me. So it's just all, it's just all in the up and up. Geeks and Gamers growing exponentially, my channel growing, Daily Wire appearance, Sports Wars, everything. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And one of the best things is that G4 keeps on giving. They keep on giving me material. People like Frosk continue to give us material. Isn't that interesting? Cannot wait to talk about some of this. Let's see. Cthulhu, instead of Cthulhu, says, "Hey Ryan, can you explain why there's so many Rodgers simps? Like, I'm a Packers fan and duty choke, period. I don't know. I hate the Packers. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I'm a Bears fan. I understand that. I think that there's been just so many excuses given to him by the media over the years. I think that's really the reason why. So people are just so used to that." Message deleted by Adam Sessler. Suffering succotash, Adam Sessler. Hello from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Andre, well, thank you very much. Hello. G4 is done. They just can't stop digging any deeper. I also have a theory. So we're going to talk about Frost because she said a couple more things on Reddit in response to people, but also she deleted something, which I think is very, very interesting what she deleted. Essentially, she said something to the effect of, "My bosses and the CEO stand by me and support me and love what I'm doing." Then she deleted that. Isn't that weird? Doesn't that seem a little strange? She didn't delete anything else in that thread on Reddit. She deleted that though. Huh. I wonder if maybe it's because it's not true. I wonder if maybe it's because the boss is the CEO. A lot of the people at G4 might not be too happy with what she's doing. Maybe. Certainly possible, isn't it? And in the midst of all this, in the midst of this G4 disaster, this meltdown by Frosk, another thing that's happening is their Twitch audience seems to be growing exponentially. You know, they have a 500,000 subscriber YouTube channel, and even though their Dungeons and Dragons event can't pull in more than about 500 viewers on a 500,000 subscriber channel, somehow over the past 2 weeks, their Twitch channel has really exploded. Crazy amount of views, yet almost no interaction in the chat. It's almost like they could be view botting. It's almost like they might be legally, you can legally do it. There's illegal ways of doing it, and there's actually kind of legal ways of doing it where they could never prove or never do anything about it. Of view botting on Twitch. It's almost like they're doing that to give appearances that everything is fine, that nothing's wrong. Now, we'll get into that, though, because that's just a theory I have. Just a theory, and I'm going to lay it out for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to go to a random, I haven't even pulled it up yet because we're going to wait till we get into this. We're going to go to a random Twitch channel that has around 30,000 people watching, and we're just going to see what it looks like. We're just going to see how much interaction's in the chat and then compare that to G4. I think that'll be fun, don't you? I'm sure they don't have any problems with that. I'm sure they won't have any problems with that. Comrade bosses love to listen to my rants during Bad House meetings. Yes. Yes, exactly. Meth teeth. Yeah, meth teeth. All right. Let's hit some of these super chats. You guys are fucking killing it. Holy cow. We got over 1,000 people here. We're not even 10 minutes in. We're not even 10 minutes in. Smash the motherfucking like button. Share this stream out there. Going into the just chatting? Maybe. We'll see where I go. I'm literally just gonna look at Twitch and go from like most viewed to lowest viewed and check it out. Click on a couple random ones that are around the same views they're getting. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, Johnny the Whiz Kid for $5. I know it's late, but this is for your 100,000 subscriber accomplishment. So congrats, dude. Far out. Thank you, Johnny the Whiz Kid. Yeah, 100,000. 100,000. That's crazy. That is crazy. You realize she loves the hate, right? She doesn't. She does not. She's actually extremely sensitive about it. That's very obvious if you've watched or listened to her. The fact that a couple people that were calling her out for her lack of knowledge about something led to her doing this 3-minute rant where she alienated a bunch of the audience and caused a bunch of people to unsubscribe. No, she hates the fact that people don't like her. She used to argue on League of Legends Reddit threads constantly, upset that people didn't like her. That's what this is about. She doesn't love the hate. She's very, very sensitive about it. F from Chris Gore. Is that an F for G4, Chris? Is that an F for G4? Maybe. We've got Spider Unlimited. What's up, Spider? For $9.99 says, okay, since you're so inclined to hold Taco Bell employees at gunpoint, what are your go-to choices at the Bell? Also, what's the most overrated item they have? Well, my go-to item at Taco Bell is 3 Doritos Locos Tacos, 2 beefy 5-layer burritos. They used to have the Fritos burrito, but recently I've been going it's like the beefy melt burrito or something like that. It's got Fritos in it. I love any burritos where they put Fritos in there. It's nice and crunchy. Cheesy gordita crunch, nachos Bel Grande. That's typically my go-tos at Taco Bell. All of those things. I don't really know what their most overrated thing is. I couldn't tell you that. And the grilled cheese burrito. They have that. I like the grilled cheese burrito a lot. Mr. Grant Gregor Fawzi 2. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Best of luck for 2022. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. We have Mila for $2. Congrats for 100K. Some fire emojis and a pineapple. What the hell is a pineapple for? Hopefully it doesn't go on the pizza. It's my only condition. That's my only condition. But thank you, Mila. Mark S for Canadian $2. A little thumbs up, super sticker. Thank you. Mike Hills for 5. Mike Hill, are you planning on going for a job interview for Captain of the Galactic Star Cruiser? All right, listen, I saw a video from Jay about that. Should we look it up and do a reaction to that if we can? Not the video, but an article if we can find it. Is that a thing? Can we go past week, maybe? It says hiring. Well, let's look at Jay's video real quick. Let's see what Jay's looking at. Walt Disney World is seeing actors and singers for Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Okay. Walt Disney World seeking actors, singers, Galactic Star Cruiser. We can do that. There's no way you can be Captain Kevin, though. Oh my fucking God, there is. What? How are they still looking for these people? How have they not cast them yet? There's Jay. That's nuts. I see Tom in the house. What's up, Tom? Dude, all right, look, we're going to do a live reaction to this. I have not seen this shit yet. Oh my God, I have not seen this shit yet. You know what we should also pull up? The Star Cruiser, the Galactic Star Cruiser page. It's been a while since I've looked at it. It's been a while. Let's see what the bookings are looking like. I assume if we haven't heard too much about it, it means that there's actually a decent amount of people booked it up. But it's usually my assumption. I'm wrong. That's not. Holy shit. Wow. All right, good. Pop this over here really quick. Look at that. All right, we'll make this a little video. I don't mind doing a little upload like this. This is hilarious. Dude, Disney Star Wars is so fucking sad. This is so sad. We have talked a lot about the Disney Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, the hotel that's supposed to be a premium, one-of-a-kind experience that people are paying upwards of $1,000 a night for. And it's been a disaster ever since they actually gave people any details about it. It looks cheap. It looks stupid. It looks cringe. They ended up getting so embarrassed that they took down basically a big advertisement for it on YouTube after it got roasted and destroyed. And evidently, even though this thing's supposed to open in March, like the beginning of March, evidently they're still looking to fill some roles, including Captain Kevin, the Kathleen Kennedy self-insert herself. Look at this headline. Walt Disney World seeking actors and singers for Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. If you're a Central Florida local, that's me. I'm in Central Florida. Should I apply for this? Should I go and work at the Star Cruiser Hotel? That'd be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? And want to join the crew of the Halcyon? It might be your lucky day. Disney has posted a few new positions at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel. They're asking for online submissions at this time. Walt Disney World seeking the following roles. Actors, cruise director, seeking an effervescent actor with strong improvisational abilities to portray the Halcyon's cruise director. She is a human in her 30s with the capacity to learn that life is about more than the fun of the moment and draws inspirations from the effort she sees being made to bring harmony and justice to the galaxy. A born cruise director. What does that mean? A born cruise director? Like someone whose calling it was in life to be a cruise director? How fucking pathetic is that? She is cheerful and a harmonious people person. Ship mechanic, seeking a friendly and engaging actor with strong improvisational abilities to portray the mechanic. A youthful, late teens to 20s human with big dreams. His enthusiasm sometimes outpaces his capabilities, and as a result, he tries to present a braggadocious front to mask the vulnerability of being far from home. Oh, Spider-Man, Far From Home. And we need musical abilities. Oh my gosh. Seek an actor vocalist with strong improvisational abilities to portray our galactic superstar. Character portrayed is a Twi'lek, 30s to 40s, who commands respect and flame roses at her feet. Operating in a legally dubious world of galactic intrigue while fighting for her race's integrity and freedom. Yes. Please, I want to see someone fighting for equality and justice for the Twi'lek race. That's what we want to see in Star Wars. That's what we want to see when we go on a vacation. We want to talk about social injustices. Holy shit, this is going to be even worse than we thought. She's also a phenomenally soulful singer who demands focus in every conversation and performance alike. Her vocal range is preferably that of a mezzo-soprano, and her musical style is a hybrid of neo-soul, jazzy, funk, colored by her extensive travel and experiences. Oh my gosh. And if you want to know how well it's going over so far, well, we can just go right over here and look. As you can see, all these used to be completely booked up. All these used to be completely booked up. March was booked up. April was booked up. May was booked up. And now, as we're coming down to it, you still got 2 things available in March. It's pretty much sold out. This was sold out back in like November. These were sold out. You couldn't get them until people started canceling because of how absolutely terrible it looked. Look at April. Look at April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 days are booked in April. That means the rest of the 21, free. Come on down. We got plenty of spots at the Galactic Star Cruiser because so many people canceled. What about May? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means you're talking about 25 days available in May. This is pathetic, but this is Disney Star Wars. For all the people that are saying, oh, well, you know, they're trying to move away from the sequel trilogy, blah, 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 blah. This entire thing is set in the sequel trilogy. You're supposed to be on there. It's about Resistance versus First Order. That's what this is about. That's what this entire hotel experience is built around. What a sad state of affairs for Disney Star Wars. I'm kind of surprised that they're still like that I guess it would be, what, 45 days out that they're still looking to fill some of these positions. You know, they already have put the images out there of a lot of these people, but obviously they can't be the ones to do it each and every time. You need different people. You can't have people working around the clock, 31 days a month. It's just not possible. But another sad state of affairs for Disney Star Wars. Holy shit. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for that super chat. Was that Mike? Was that Mike Hill with the super chat? Mike, if you are in the chat, please can you tag My Nerdy Home and tell her if you are the one who sent me something in the mail? Because I got something in the mail. I got a package and it's got a fake name on it, but I thought maybe, Mike, you were sending me something, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right. Space Hotel looks like a low-budget generic sci-fi. Yeah, it looks terrible, Chris. It looks fucking terrible. Lulu is here. Lulu Blue, 7 months, has 101K and growing. Love to see it. Thank you very much, Lulu. Thank you for being a channel member for 7 months. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, and it fucking jumped on me. It fucking jumped on me. You son of a bitch. Oh no, gay Superman didn't do so well. What did DC expect? The wokies don't buy their crap and we won't be buying them. But we're going to talk about that. Shockingly, turning Superman gay didn't really help sales. In fact, I mean, it may have helped sales for the first day or two as some people went out there to maybe collectors, maybe like, oh, maybe the first time that Superman kisses a dude, it's going to be really good. It's going to be a collector's item. Since then, it's fallen off the fucking cliff. We'll talk about that. Julian Borges for Canadian $5. How much of the 2020s do you think your pre-2020 self could be convinced would happen? Love to see you on Tim Cassie, Alex Jones show, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to go on any of those places. I don't think I'll be, I doubt that Tim would want to have me on, to be honest with you. I don't think that would be the case. I'd love to be on Alex Jones show, go on InfoWars. It'd be fun. Yes, I sent Ryan a package in the mail, says Mike. All right, Mike. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Hold on really quick. I'm going to get this thing. We're going to do it right now since I know you're here. All right. So I do have a P.O. box, guys. I think it's linked in the description below. P.O. Box 28, Tavares, Florida. 32778 is a zip code. You guys can send me stuff if you want. I'll open it. I do check stuff if I'm not expecting or I don't know who it's from. I do check it just to make sure it's not like a bomb or a dildo or something before I open it. But I did get this, so we're gonna show this off to everybody. I only just got a peek at it. All right, it is a cup. Now, obviously, during Christmas, Geeks and Gamers, we had like the 25 days of Ryan Grinchmas, where My Nerdy Home and Krista made all these memes of me as the Grinch, all this stuff. All right. Well, now I have a Grinchmas cup. I have a Grinchmas cup. And here it says, all I need is coffee and my cat. So I am evidently the Grinch, and I'm surrounded by Stephanie's down there by my feet, Jeremy's down there, Krista, Tugs, and Drunk 3PO. So I'm the Grinch, and I have a bunch of fucking cats for Ryan Grinchmas. So thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate this. Yeah, everybody had a lot of fun with Ryan Grinchmas, except maybe me. But no, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you for sending me that. Yeah, there's Jay. Look, Jay, you're a cat. Man, you look really like, you look sad as fuck. All the other cats are sleeping. You just look miserable. As miserable as me, I guess. I'm the Grinch. But there you go. Thank you, Mike. All right. Back at it. Back to that super chat, though, from Julian. How much of the 2020s? It's pretty crazy. In 2019, I couldn't have imagined we'd be going through some of the stuff we are right now with people giving up their freedoms. That's nuts to me. Absolutely nuts. Gal Pal Val for 5. You guys killed it on the Daily Wire. Excellent video. Thank you. Thank you, Gal Pal Val. I appreciate that. I wanted to talk about, if I could find the man, I have so many I have a lot of fucking tabs open right now. I have a lot of tabs open right now. Man, it's really hard to not find a bad freeze frame of me and Jeremy together. Like impossible when both of us. I'll just use this one. This will be fine. This will be fine. We'll use this freeze frame. Look at me and Jeremy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to share it, but I'm going to share the audio a bit. We'll play a little bit of this. Because this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Something really cool that happened yesterday, actually, at least when I'm recording this, it happened yesterday on Saturday, was me and Jeremy got to do something with the Daily Wire. And what we got to do is go on there and talk about video games, specifically identity politics and wokeness infiltrating video games in the same way that they have nearly every other form of entertainment. So I tweeted this out today, actually. Thanks at Ben Shapiro for the share on Facebook. If you haven't seen myself and D-Day Cobra on Real Daily Wire talking about the gaming industry, check out this video. And this is, it's been, I screenshot this because I had a family member basically message me and be like, because they're boomers on Facebook, and they're like, I watch everything Ben Shapiro puts out, and I saw you on there. What is this? You have a YouTube channel kind of thing? And sure as shit, I went there, and yeah, on Ben's Facebook page. Will woke trends in video games draw more fans, or will they destroy some of the biggest franchises in history? Geeks and Gamers reveals what happens when hit games like Call of Duty and The Last of Us bring controversial politics into the story. And you can see it right here. It is impossible to get a good freeze frame of myself and Jeremy, but just so you guys get a taste of what this is, I wanted to play a little bit of the beginning for you.
Your political positions, they've weaponized.
Whoops, I freaking forgot to put my damn headphones in. Put my headphones on, don't even have them plugged in. What an asshole.
They've weaponized your political positions. They've weaponized calling you a racist or a sexist for every little opinion. I was like, man, I want to call out what I'm seeing, but I don't want to be labeled a racist or a sexist, because that's a horrible thing to be labeled. It just means you're calling out nonsense and you're telling the truth. But at that point in time, those words still had a little bit of meaning.
It's not like overnight, one woke decision is going to kill a lot of these major companies. But it's a culture, and you're slowly driving people away.
We're not facing fans of these properties. We're facing activists that have infiltrated this industry, and they continue to push these false narratives and signal boost these false stories. I created Geeks and Gamers back in.
And then it just goes on. It's, what is it, 15 minutes, nearly 15 minutes. It's myself, it's Jeremy, talking about a bunch of bigger gaming controversies, whether it's Last of Us 2, whether it's Anita Sarkeesian, whether it's Battlefield 5, all this stuff that's just another sign of identity politics creeping into this industry and taking over the gaming industry. And of course, this has upset a lot of people. A lot of people are very mad that myself and Jeremy were on Daily Wire. As expected, these people get so butthurt over anything and everything. They want us silenced. But thanks to all of you that are watching this video or continuing to support us, that's never going to happen. And I think it was very important for Daily Wire to do a video like this, not necessarily just because it's us, but in general about gaming, because there's a tendency, I feel like, in traditional conservative outlets or people, whether it's politicians or talking heads, whatever it is, to immediately disregard video games or anything nerd culture related. Like, oh, we don't care about those things. You'll grow up. Don't worry about that. There's a huge portion of people that play video games, that read comic books or used to read comic books, that care about superhero movies and Star Wars and things like that. And so often they hear a lot of traditional conservative people saying, oh, don't worry about that. We don't want you if you care about those things. You shouldn't care about those things. Well, a lot of people do, because what happens is the reason they're taking over these things, the reason they're putting their identity politics into them is so through entertainment, they can change culture. And by changing culture, they can change the political landscape. That's what everyone is trying to do right now. And so it's an important thing to talk about in the same way that the Daily Wire is doing movies, right? They started making movies. We know what Gina Carano's doing over there. Adam Carolla is doing comedy stuff with Daily Wire now. Jonathan Isaacs, an outlier in the NBA who refused to kneel for the national anthem, is writing a book there. They're doing book imprinting. And now they have us on to talk about video games and stuff like that. I think it's really awesome. The comments, the feedback has been absolutely incredible. And, you know, as places like G4 continue to sink lower and lower and lower, people lose all of the respect for them. I think it's a cool place for Geeks and Gamers to be. And I'm lucky to be part of this, where we can be the people that talk about video games, but are honest about it from the standpoint of what are they putting into these games. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for like right now. In the same way that we've done it with sports wars, in the same way that we've done it with entertainment, we definitely want to be those voices in video games as well. So shout out to Daily Wire. This was absolutely phenomenal. You guys should definitely go check out the entire video at some point. An honor for myself and Jeremy to be on there for sure. But we had that. That's pretty fucking exciting for me. That's pretty fucking exciting. And one of the things that I think is cool is that one of the things that I think is cool is, you know, not everybody likes Ben Shapiro. I don't agree with everything Ben Shapiro says, that's for sure. But I think what they're trying to do at Daily Wire is just create an alternative for people. And with their movies, what I don't think people want is for them to be sending an overt political message on the other side. And if they try to do that, I think they're gonna fail, right? I think the goal should be for people to get back to making entertainment as opposed to something that's just completely woke and put identity politics first ahead of a story, trying to teach everybody a lesson. All right, but let's get back to it. Bird Up for $2 says, let's see. Bird Up says, Frosk won't let me pull my PUD to G4, so here I am. Thank you, Bird Up. Appreciate that. Rushin Bob, channel member for 2 months, says, congrats on the 100K. You and Jeremy are killing it. I believe Patriot Outpost will be there soon, onwards and upwards. Well, we're going to talk a little more about that. I got this fucking strike, which is bullshit. But yes, absolutely. American Legend in the chat says, thank you for helping with the channel and promoting Ryan, My Nerdy Home. 100%. Steph helps me with a lot. She's responsible for these cool member badges that you guys have now. She's responsible for all the emotes that are in chat, even the ones that I despise. And of course, she's here modding each and every day and sending me a message to make sure I don't miss anything and things like that. So absolutely. Absolutely. Josiah Fitch for $2. Congrats on 100K in that awesome Daily Wire video. Thank you. Thank you, Josiah. Solid Monkey for 5. Hey, waiting for Gary to get to FNT's super chats, but I would like to ask you, I'm starting a channel soon. Is YouTube better than Rumble to start with a heart? Solid Monkey, what I would do is both. Just do both. Record the video and upload it in both places. For sure. That's what I'd do. Yeah, there's no like rule that says you can only go to one or something like that. Definitely be in as many places you can. I recently, actually, see if I can find my bit shoot. Let's see. Here we go. I recently finally got my BitChute linked, which I've been having problems for a long fucking time. It just would not link with my YouTube. Now it's finally auto-populating, which is really cool. I'm really happy with that. So I'm on BitChute too. And Odyssey, I also am completely linked with Odyssey. And speaking of that, we've got our Odyssey peeps in the house. Appreciate you guys being here. I see Ceasefu. I see Camo Jack. I see Abomination. I see Radicalized Ryan. Everybody's in here. Everybody's in here. So thank you guys for hanging out in Odyssey as well. Mike Oxhard for 2. Congrats on the 100K, Ryan. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Buford T. Justice for $20. But Ryan, John and Dave are in charge now. I know, right? John and Dave, then it must be all completely on John and Dave, which I do think it was them anyway. But for the people that say John and Dave are in charge now, then that was their decision to rename Slave One, correct? No input from anyone else. That's their decision. They're in control. As long as the people that continue to spread that acknowledge that and explain that, I'll be perfectly happy then. Probably won't. I'll probably never be perfectly happy, but they'll never answer that, honestly. Sam Fisher for 2. G4's reviews are as hollow as Frosk's teeth. Oof. Oof. You know, one of the craziest things is I think that when you look at G4 and X-Play and the reviews they're pumping out a bunch of reviews for games that have happened within the last 5 years. And it's so obvious that these guys haven't played these games. And she admitted it. Now, do I think they've picked up the game and played it? Yes. They have not played it through to completion. They have not spent any, I don't think they've spent any like actual amount of time in it. For them to pump out that many reviews that quickly of all these games that take, you're talking 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 hour completion time for some of these things. It's complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit, and people can see right through it. And it's getting them decent views because they're games that people still care about. But it's just not honest. It's really not. Python Bacon for 2. Ryan, keep kicking ass on here and Sports Wars. I will, Python Bacon. Has Jeremy come out with a video yet for Sports Wars? Oh, shit. Jeremy sent me a message. I didn't even see that. Let's see. Let's go to Sports Wars. Why am I using my phone? I'm on a fucking computer right now. I got a million tabs open. Let's listen to Jeremy's first reaction.
What did we just witness? I am still trying to wrap my head around what we just witnessed. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose to the LA Rams on a last-second field goal, 30-27.
Crazy. That is fucking insane. But that's the playoffs. That's how it be sometimes. Well, yeah, Jeremy got a video out there already. The insane game. This entire playoffs, this entire weekend's been nuts. Bobby Bob for 5. Pineapple doesn't go on pizza. Pizza goes in pineapple. That is not right either. I disagree with that. Crispy Nokin for 5. It just keeps getting worse for Disney Star Wars. Embarrassing as this is. Also, congrats on hitting 100K. Here's to 200K. Thank you very much, Crispy Nokin. What is this about, Captain? Angry Joe? What's this about? Angry Joe is... Angry Joe can make some really fucking funny content. He can. But sometimes he lets his like crazy TDS get in the way of everything. Like some insane TDS. But there's a reason he's as successful as he has been. That's because of the stuff that he made for so long. Bradley Burnett for 5. I'll help fund your trip to the Galactic Star Cruise if you promise to bring a Twi'lek Lives Matter poster with you. Twi'lek Lives Matter. Oh my God. I don't think they're going to let you film a lot. And I also think you have to wear a mask the entire time you're there. That's my guess. American Legend, welcome to the Raging Ryans. Thank you for becoming a channel member. FBI Glow Boy. FBI Glow Boy for 20 bucks. I never saw Rise of Skywalker, and for 2 years I had no idea what happened in it other than Palpatine was back. But I watched Mahler's Unbridled Rage yesterday, and holy shit, it might be worse than The Last Jedi. This franchise is done. You're not wrong. I actually think, like, as a movie, like as a standalone movie, I do think that Rise of Skywalker is worse than Last Jedi. I think that as something that's the 8th entry to a saga, The Last Jedi does more damage to Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think. And I think we've seen that, I think we've seen that play out. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I wanted to pull something up though. I wanted to pull this up because I just remembered we're talking about it here. Let's pull this. Thank you for the super chat, FBI Glow Boy. I think this has probably been deleted. God, this is very weird. Why did he delete that? All right. Anyway, people have talked about J.J. Abrams a little bit. I know Star Wars Theory was talking about it a little bit. I think I didn't get to see it on Jay's stream the other day because I think he talked about it before I got there. But good man, Cleveland Brown. Good man. But something interesting happened with J.J. Abrams. You compared pineapple pizza to incest? Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? If you like pineapple on pizza, there's a really good chance. Just like if Samoa's your favorite Girl Scout cookie, if you like pineapple on pizza, there's a 50-50 chance that your parents are cousins. Or that your dad and your mom are the same person as your aunt and your uncle. That's your 50-50 chance. So yes, Jim, that is what I think I did anyway. Makes sense to me. That sounds like something I would say. This shit has been popping up in my ads. This Pitocin has been popping up everywhere. I don't know what this is. But they have been popping up everywhere for me. I really like it. It looks cool. Probably gonna end up buying it. Star Phoenix, I do not like Samoas. I actually don't think they're the worst Girl Scout cookie, but Thin Mints are superior. Thin Mint supremacy for the win. There's no argument. There's no argument about that. I ate an entire box of Thin Mint cookies today, and I ate half a box of Do-si-Dos. So I feel like an idiot, but I also feel incredible. So anyway, let's talk about fucking J.J. Abrams. Over the past few years, J.J. Abrams has been absolutely raked over the coals for all of the decisions that he made with Star Wars. Now, of course, Rian Johnson gets a lot of heat for The Last Jedi, but as time has gone on, not only was Rise of Skywalker an absolute abomination, but people look back at Force Awakens and realize, like so many of us, myself included, did when it happened, that it is just a shell of a movie. It's nothing. It is bland. It is bad. It destroys other characters, such as Han Solo. But recently, thanks to Pablo Hidalgo and a now deleted tweet, something has been revealed about J.J. Abrams and what he wanted to do with Star Wars. Take a look. J.J. Abrams' company, J.J. Abrams disagreed with Lucasfilm on major Star Wars Force Awakens scene. Luke Skywalker once said, "No one's ever really gone." And that couldn't be more true in terms of the controversy surrounding Disney's Star Wars sequel trilogy. In the years following J.J. Abrams' Rise of Skywalker, fan opinions yet to improve amidst a steady stream of reveals about the trilogy's uncoordinated production. And even though live action Star Wars found new life through Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, admissions about The Last Jedi's Rian Johnson's lack of interest in Snoke and Rey's continuously changing parentage have continued to make news and confirmed what fans suspected all along. Lucasfilm's Pablo Hidalgo explains a Force Awakens decision. When Lucasfilm executive Pablo Hidalgo was asked on Twitter about Hosnian Prime serving as the galaxy's capital in The Force Awakens, as opposed to the prequel trilogy's Coruscant, Hidalgo explained the decision was the unsatisfying middle ground between two studio opinions. Basically, Bad Robot, so J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot, wanted it blown up. Lucasfilm didn't. Hosnian Prime was the unsatisfying middle ground. It happens. So think about this for a second. J.J. Abrams wanted to come in and blow up Coruscant because everything's got to be bigger. We need a bigger Star Destroyer. It's got to be Star Killer base now that can destroy things from across the galaxy. And it needs to be Coruscant, the biggest, most populated planet, the most important planet in the galaxy. That's what we need to blow up. And Lucasfilm said, no, you can't blow up Coruscant. So what did these guys do? Instead, they invented a star system so they could blow it up and pretend that the capital was there. That's how they made this. That's how they crafted Disney Star Wars. And then they had to write backstory for why, out of nowhere, Hosnian Prime, a planet that no one ever heard of, that no one knew who this was, ends up as the seat of the capital for the Republic. How stupid. The very fact that they decided to go into Force Awakens and just retell the same story. What they should have been doing was they should have told a story about the New Republic actually being in charge and having to deal with the remnants of the Empire. That's what it should have been about Luke Skywalker and his Jedi Academy, maybe some struggles he's having, something like that, trying to flesh out the remnants of the Empire, whatever it may be. But you should have been talking about the New Republic. Instead, what you did was this nonsensical thing, create a First Order, which is basically just the Empire, who has enough resources to turn an entire planet, an important planet nonetheless, into a huge galaxy, well, not galaxy, but, planetary system destroying planet. That's what Starkiller Base is. These people lack any creativity whatsoever. And so then when they're dead set on controlling a massive planet, they make one up and then have to write a bunch of backstory in Disney Star Wars canon to make it fit. How stupid. How stupid. Hidalgo later circles back, clarifying his comments, saying, I should say some folks, because it's not like companies have points of view. And in fact, he has deleted that. He deleted it. Someone replies, don't take this the wrong way, but wouldn't have been better and made more sense for it to have been Coruscant. It was a planet we knew. And one of the big criticisms was we didn't have an attachment to Hosnian. Seems like the film suffered from this oversight. It would have been better without the Star Killer at all, but that's a whole nother discussion. But I think Coruscant being in development in other projects was a big reason for this. And it's funny because Pablo in this thread kind of bashes Disney Star Wars in general. Someone says, how bananas will it be if we end up spending more of the Boba Fett show on Tatooine than the Obi-Wan show? Pablo says, I'll take Tatooine over Diet Tatooine, Jakku, and Pisana. Like, he's kind of hammering the sequel trilogy. Not returning to Coruscant in any sequels was a crime instead of inventing Diet Coruscant. 100% agree. And there's still some people that don't even understand it wasn't Coruscant. God. Ugh. Disney Star Wars is so terrible. Again, he says, like Coruscant is Berlin, they want to take it back, not destroy it. Exactly. Star Wars is being made by people that don't know what they're fucking doing. J.J. Abrams is a complete and total hack. And once again, he's being exposed for it. The Force Awakens was not a good movie. That was very clear in December of 2015. Took some people a long time to realize that. But that's the bottom line. This entire sequel trilogy was built on nothing. It was built on sand. It was a shell. There was no substance to it at all. And J.J. Abrams failed in every single way. Rian Johnson just went a different way than he expected, but it wouldn't have been any better if J.J. Abrams had done the second one. It would have been more coherent, but it wouldn't have been any better. Disney Star Wars is pathetic. Fucking Pablo. Who this person that blocked me anyway? Who is this person? Now I'm interested. Now I'm interested. The Mandatorian. The Mandatorian. A simple babe making her way through the galaxy. Artist, designer, creature enthusiast. I don't know. She's got to be blocked, though. I've never fucking interacted with that person in my life. That happens, though. Happens kind of often to me. But anyway, thank you for the reminder of that story, FBI Glow Boy. G-Man for 5. So the Twi'leks, an enslaved race, or was just the few that the Hutts had? I don't really follow the EU that closely, nor me. There were, I see. We got the G4 mods in here. We got the G4 mods in here deleting messages. Like there are a lot of Twi'leks that, you know, were kind of sold into slavery because they were hot and used as sex slaves and shit like that, honestly. But there are a lot of ones that weren't, you know. It wasn't like the entire race was enslaved. Do you, what the hell? Do you think Boba Fett gained weight and his teeth are too white? His teeth are very white. He definitely, like, Tamora Morrison was not in good shape in The Mandalorian season 2, which does tell you that it was they shoved it in at the last second. He got in shape for Book of Boba Fett. You can't, I can't give him any crap for that. Can't give him any crap for that. Did I see Sessler's tweets? What happened? It depends what you mean. I haven't really seen him tweet about anything in the past couple of days that's controversial. Oh, yeah. I did see him asking, you know, basically saying that he wants, if someone's a Republican in his family, he hopes they die a slow, painful death. That's pretty fucked up. But I talked about that already. Black Worm for 5. G4TV really going down the tubes. I'll give it 8 months to a year till that channel's gone from the planet. They have a lot of money. So the entire reason G4 is being relaunched is essentially to shill esports company. So it's like a vehicle to get their esports shit out there. It's really what it's for. So Extreme Oomp. I see Blame the Controller in the chat. What's up, Blame? And I got your message on Discord. I might take you up on that, on talking about the Activision Blizzard stuff. Probably not today, but maybe like a different stream or a video or something like that. Because I'm interested in talking to you about what Blizzard's got going on behind the scenes for sure. Extreme Oompa, a channel member for 12 months. For your information, got Taco Bell from DoorDash and it didn't take 45 minutes. Holy shit. Bringing up bad memories, Oompa. Ian So Forth for 15 pounds. I'll admit to having played Far Cry 6. Some of the stories where crowbar isn't a strong enough term, just wow. Yeah, there's a lot of woke shit in Far Cry 6. There's a trans character. That's the worst one to me as far as just crowbarred into the story. 100%. American Legend for 5. Thank you for everybody with FNT that I can laugh again. It's hilarious. Thank you. I love FNT. The best day of the week. Python Bacon for 5. Proud of you and Jeremy, bro. Keep calling out the woke trash. By the way, what's your favorite drink? Shit. If I'm just going to drink something anywhere at a bar, like whatever you meet me, it'll be like Jack and Coke or whiskey and Coke, whatever it may be. That's like my go-to for sure. I like pretty much any whiskey or bourbon. I'll also drink basically any beer as long as it's not like a coffee-based porter or something like that. I'm not super into IPAs, but I'll drink them. Not one of the, like, I'm not like gonna wear my fucking, what do you call those little button-up sweaters? You know what I'm talking about? To make people look like old people, like cardigan. I'm not going to sit there and like go out with my horn rim glasses and my cardigan and my skinny jeans and be like, I love IPAs, man. That's not me. But yeah. Julian Borges. Someone said vest. No, not vest. A cardigan, like Mr. Rogers. Julian Borges for 5. Politics is downstream from culture, as Breitbart said. The establishment gets this. We value what you do, Ryan, and congratulations on the milestone. Thank you, Julian. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I need to get a fucking haircut. I cannot stop looking at how long my fucking hair is and how poofy it is on this side. Like, I don't know, man. Look how long this comes down if I do that. Look at that shit. It's got too much hair right now. Got to figure that out. Brogram says, are you still in your 20s? That is really nice of you to say. I'm actually 19. No, I'm 33 years old. My Nerdy Home says looks good. You guys like it? What if, all right, but look at this though. What if I just like trim this up a bit? See that? I don't like that. It wasn't made for that. Grow it out. Yeah, I know the lesbians stole that haircut. Yeah, every lesbian woman in the world who wants to look like a dude has her hair like mine because it's the most manly thing they could possibly think of. Brian Bresnay for 5. Would be hilarious if you guys got Ben Shapiro to go on FNT and play Mario Kart. Think he's any good? I don't know. I'm not sure if Ben Shapiro plays video games or played video games or not. I don't know if Ben would be down for FNT. To be honest, never talked to Ben Shapiro. But we'd be open to having basically anybody on there. So it'd be cool. Diesel for 10. Dude, you should apply for the Twillick Lounge Singer. Apply as a trans Twillick female. Do it, Kinel. You won't even have to shave your beard. Congrats on 100K. You rock, brother. Thank you, Diesel. Thank you very much. I might just do that. Wouldn't that be interesting? Right? I fucking hate what these things are doing right now. Cash Kester, what's up, Cash? Channel member for 5 months says, let's go Chiefs. What's the score right now? 7-7? Yeah, it's still 7-7 in the second half or in the second quarter. We got Mr. Grant Gregory. Tag you in a meme video I made. Hashtag RK Outpost on Twitter. A meme video. Mr. Grant. That looks so weird. That looks so fucking weird. Hold on. What is going on, guys? We're here. We're live for another Sunday stream. We had over 500 people waiting at one point. Every time we start, you got to refresh. Some people come right back in. I look so weird. It's like not even really like a old man face. It's like I'm shifting in time. What the fuck? That's very weird. Thank you, Mr. Grant Gregory. Richard Curtis, welcome to the Raging Ryans. Hell yes. Fantastic, Mr. Knox for Aussie 5. I watched 3 random G4 game reviews out of curiosity. They all sound so hollow. How can anyone watch that crap? I don't know. Richard Curtis for £5. You have a franchise that is still good and worth your time? I like Cobra Kai. I like Cobra Kai. Josiah Fitch for 5. If they replace the Lucasfilm story group with the old Legends authors, that would do a lot to fix some of the crazy SJW politics. Oh, and fire KK. And that's the thing. Listen, there are some of the old EU writers who are very much, they're very vocal about their viewpoints sometimes on Twitter. Troy Denning, Michael Stackpool, guys like that. But it never came across in the way they wrote stuff, and that's the most important thing. It definitely comes across in this new Star Wars. Not a fucking doubt about that shit. You think old Ryan's gonna haunt your dreams? Maybe. Let me check Streamlabs here. I haven't checked Streamlabs yet. It's been a fucking hour. Alexander for $2 says, I'm so happy all these bandwagon Bucks fans acting like they always loved Brady when 2 years ago they hated him. Bandwagon sports fans are as bad as these fake SJW MCU stans. You're always gonna have bandwagon fans. But you're happy because Brady lost, so I get that. I was rooting for Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady. But yeah, bandwagon sucks. Like, I am a Cubs fan, so I spent my entire adult life and my entire childhood being miserable because the Cubs were so bad, but I was a hardcore fan. And then after 2016, when they won the World Series, it's like all of a sudden you had a bunch of bandwagon Cubs fans like, fuck you, asshole. You didn't suffer like I did. You don't fucking deserve to wear that jersey. That's kind of how it feels. We've got Bradley Burnett for $100 fucking in the Streamlabs. Dude, thank you so much. It says, congrats on reaching 100K. Sorry about bringing up that Twitter guy on FNT, but I laugh hysterically when you go off on him. What Twitter guy? I don't even remember. I was going to ask you when you're going to get the plaque, or we're going to put the plaque, but there it is. Damn, that was quick. Congrats again. The plaque is actually not for RK Outpost. That is for Sports Wars. Because if you guys don't know, I run the Sports Wars channel for Geeks and Gamers, and we have 100,000 subscribers there. And since I was a big part of that, I got the plaque. So there's going to be another one next to it soon. Bradley Burnett for $20. Off topic. My girlfriend wanted to watch Eternals last night because she likes Gemma Chan and Stark. First time watch, she checked out after an hour. I endured the pain. Even after hearing you talk about it, I was not ready for that level of suck. Yeah, it seems like it was really fucking bad. But thank you, Bradley Burnett, for those 2 super chats, $120 combined. Holy shit. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Should we talk a little G4? I gotta find. That's a gaming thing. All right. Make sure I have this organized here the proper way. Dude, this Katosin stuff is all over my damn ads everywhere. I like your stuff. Relax, dude. Let's see. This is pretty funny. Jesus, this is pathetic. Frosk is getting ratioed on Reddit, just so you guys know, which I think is very, very funny. No problem. All right, good. That's still there. If it was not still there, that would be very bad. All right, we're going to talk about Frosk. We're going to talk about Frosk a little bit. Frost Karen. That's right. Like, the name Froskeren is so easily transferable to Frost Karen. Gal Palval says, as a female gamer, that Frosk person is embarrassing. She does not represent most of us. I agree. She doesn't. She doesn't. Patriots suck. That's out of nowhere. Yeah, they got destroyed the other day. I don't want to see her face ever again. Well, she keeps opening her mouth, so we actually have to show her face. We have to show her face. Oh, should I pull up the G4? I should pull up Social Blade for G4 too, huh? G4TV. I still haven't gained any subscribers back. They still have not gained any subscribers back with it, which is pretty sad. Oh, no. Disappeared on me. Disappeared on me. Guys, I have so many fucking things here. All right, let me do this. It's gonna be easier. It's gonna accidentally show something I shouldn't. That would not be good, would it? We don't want that to happen. We don't want the channel to go down. I don't want to show my porn. We're not going to play the rant. Don't worry, guys. We will not play the rant. I promise you. I promise you that. We have heard a lot about Frosk and a lot about G4 in the recent weeks. Even people who didn't know that G4TV had made a comeback, they quickly found out when Frosk's rant went viral, attacking male gamers because any and all criticism that she gets is apparently just sexism. Even if it's the same criticism that's aimed at other male co-hosts, when it happens to her, it's just because people don't like her because she's a girl, because to quote her, she's not as bangable as other hosts were before her. Now, while I do agree with her on that aspect, there is nothing to indicate that that's what the problem was in terms of the backlash. The backlash happened because she didn't know a couple things. She got blasted and she freaked out about it, tried to play the victim. And since that moment, she has continued to try to blame the fans and play the victim. And a lot of people on Reddit have been protecting her. Frost goes to Reddit a lot to clap back at her haters. And it's always in a way that is meant to make her appear like the victim. Well, something very interesting happened because we've wondered what's going on. Do the hosts like this? Or not the hosts of G4. Do the owners, the CEO, the management, the people that are in charge of G4, the people that are handling the money at G4, do they like what's going on? Well, according to Frosk, they absolutely are. They back her 100%. She even went so far to say the CEO backs her and loves her and what she's doing. Mysteriously, she deleted that comment. Not a moderator. She deleted that comment, which begs to ask the question, maybe that's not the case. Maybe the bosses at G4 are not happy at Frosk, and she was forced to delete that when she tried to claim that they were. But we got to go through this because what's happening on Reddit is interesting. We know what has happened. Get out of here, ad. We have seen the results, right? 2K, 1K, 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 1K. They have not bounced back yet on YouTube. Now they've stopped the bleeding, that's for sure, as they've quieted down publicly. But on Reddit, Frost continues to fight back and forth with people. And interestingly enough, a lot of people are protecting her. When myself and Yellow Flash made a video about this guy, Sean Finnegan, who put her on blast, called her out in a logical way, not because she's a woman, not because she's not attractive, simply said, this is what you're doing. This is why people are upset and you don't understand what the problem is. She doubled and tripled and quadrupled down. Well, after myself and Flash made a video about that, shockingly, those comments blasting her got removed by a moderator. They weren't calling her any names. They weren't doing anything like that. They just completely disrupted her narrative. And thanks to Lunar Archivist, some stats for you, Yellow Flash and Ryan Kinel, about 19% of the posts on the G4 subreddit, why are people hating on the lady host, especially Frost, thread, have been removed or deleted. You can see, just go through here. Anything that's red has been deleted, and anything that's blue has been removed by the user themselves. If it's red, the moderators did it. Look at this. Look at this. This is how much they're protecting Frosk on G4. They can have no other opinions. And Indiana Black, that's Frosk, is all in the middle of these. Everything else gets removed. It's absolutely pathetic. But the most recent thing she did, which is something I covered, was this right here. In I want cool shit, please, or posted by the user, I want cool shit, please, in 2X chromosomes. I wonder, are you science deniers over there? Would Frost align with you on 2X chromosomes? That's a different story. Indiana Black says, I work in gaming. I'm currently having multiple YouTubers send their followers after me on every platform, this one included, because I did a 3-minute segment on sexism that asked the panel to rant about something that annoyed them in gaming within a 2-hour show. Let's clear this up, Frosk. Watch every one of my videos. Watch every single one of my videos that I've made on you. Have I ever, on a live stream, in a video, anywhere, have I ever told anybody in the chat to go after you? No. I've never said go to her Twitter. I've never said go to the YouTube channel and downvote. I've never said go to Reddit. I burped. And I tried to breathe at the same time and I almost died. Fuck. Literally almost died. Woo. 2X chromosomes, one of the most toxic places on the planet. I have no idea what this subreddit is because I don't care about Reddit. Like, the only reason I'm on here is to watch these people. I'm not logged in. I don't even have an account, I don't think. Anyway, God, I was on a roll. And then I died. All we are doing is we're talking about what you're doing. And that in and of itself, some people are going to feel compelled to go and talk about it, to respond to you. But you continue to run and hide and play the victim and blame the fans. In fact, what she said was this. There are a lot of bad faith actors who have galvanized nerd communities against marginalized voices and women in particular. There's a great book on the alt-right that details how Gamergate was the first practice run for the nebulous alt-right to deploy the harassment tactics. Our experience of these instances are leftover from their effects. Edit. And here they come proving my point. She's been ratioed. -5 on this. -5 for Indiana Black, for Frost, because people don't agree with you. People have a problem with what you're doing. Now you're calling people alt-right. But one of the interesting things I thought was when I looked at her comments, right? Here's Indiana Black's comments. She continues to fight with people over and over again, calling them bad faith, arguing with people in response to this subreddit. This is something I found very interesting. Now, if I go to this, right? Thanks for the perfect example to exactly what this thread's talking about. Have a great day. If I go there, I can see it, right? I can see where Indiana Black made this comment. A comment above was removed by the moderator because they're protecting her once again. The interesting thing, let's go back really quick. What about this one? Good thing all my bosses and the CEO of the company thanked me and continue to support me. Now, that's something interesting. So that means everybody at G4 is completely on board with her attacking the fans. It would mean that the CEO is on board with her attacking the fans, thanked her, and continue to support her. Well, we need to look at this. Well, isn't that interesting? Comment deleted by the user. Why would that happen? Could it be, Frosk, two things? One, this is a fucking lie. Your bosses did not thank you. The CEO of the company did not thank you. You're just lying because that's what you are. You're a fucking liar. That's what you've done your entire career is lie. So it was either that or they don't want anyone to know that. They don't want the fans to know that because it's a bad look. It's a terrible look. The idea that the CEO of the company is thanking you for attacking their fan base, for causing thousands of people to unsubscribe. Frosk is an idiot. The fact that she put that in there, again, trying to justify her existence. That's what she does. She has to try to justify her existence on these platforms and in these spaces. So she just goes bigger and bigger. Now she brings everybody at G4 and Comcast and says, they support me. They thanked me for what I did, calling out those toxic gamers. Very shortly after that, deletes it. Oof. Bad look for Frosk. Every time this woman opens her mouth, it's a bad thing. Bad things happen when Frosk opens her mouth. Not only because you see this, but also because it's bad for G4 and it's damaging for G4 over and over again. And I, for one, Frosk, I want you to have your voice. I want you to continue to speak out, continue speaking, continue to express your opinion, because every time you do, you further expose who you really are. Someone who hates the fans, someone who thinks that anyone who disagrees with you is a sexist and is alt-right. The fact that you deleted that is extremely telling. G4TV continues a meltdown of epic proportions. It's a good catch, though, don't you think? It's a good catch, though. I'm going to credit myself. I don't know if anyone else has seen that. That was just what I found out this morning. Goddamn, Frosk. Trying to justify her existence. It's harsh. No, I don't think so. Like I said, she's trying to justify her. I don't mean it in life. Like I said just now, she's trying to justify her existence in these spaces, right? In the same way that she did in the League of Legends community, in the same way that she has now done at G4. She's fighting with the people in this community to try to prove that she belongs there, right? And instead of just doing her job, instead of just reviewing games, instead of just talking about games, if she gets called out for something and is wrong about it, she needs to justify that she belongs there. So the reason isn't because she was wrong about something. The reason people are after her is because of sexists. That's what I mean by justify her existence. I think it's pretty clear. Talk to him, Ryan. That's right. Oh, man. This stream's just been frostbitten. Should we play Chrissy's? Oh, we got to play that. We got to play Chrissy's shit. John Kokoza did this. John Kokoza clipped this together. Well, Perry Chan did it, and then John Kokoza clipped it. Drew Hernandez actually shared this out there, which is cool. I work with my heroes, guys, just so you know.
Friday Night Tights! You're about to get frostbitten.
Get him!
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. All you geeks and gamers better stop jerking off to me, okay? I smell like burnt hair. Julie, that isn't stopping you. I talk to you like you're retarded because I think you're all retarded. I see the chat. I see you in the chat. Hit an F right now. Jerking off to your girl. Frostbitten. Now press F if you're not jerking off. Frostbitten. Friday Night Tights. Frostbitten. Now press F if you're not jerking off. I see the chat. I see you in the chat. Hit an F right now. Jerking off to your girl. I'll wait.
Weird.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm not qualified. Go ahead. Make my day. Call me Beaver Barbie.
Bitch, you're that goddamn ugly.
I jerked off to the dislike ratio.
I'm not hot to you.
No.
What in the heck did I just walk into?
Wow. People keep confusing me for prepubescent Justin Bieber. Someone in the chat called me Eminem mid-transition. Frostbitten. Now press F if you're not jerking off. Frostbitten. Friday Night Tights. Frostbitten. Now press F if you're not jerking off. I see the chat. I see you in the chat. Hit an F right now. Jerking off to your girl. I'm standing up for all the women at G4. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Pockets, Scissors, tape dispenser, and filing cabinet. X-ray girl, she is a beautiful young Oriental. X-ray girl,
Give me cock. Ask them the price of cock.
X-ray girl, what's next for you to stroke your chopstick to?
Like, listen, Chrissy's fucking impression was amazing. We didn't know that was going to happen on Friday Night Tights, but she did it. It was great. Fucking hilarious. The fact that Perry Chan took it and put that beat to it is next fucking level, dude. Next level. Amazing. So shout out to Perry Chan. Shout out to Chrissy Mayer. Shout out to Drew Hernandez for retweeting that. And shout out to John Kokoza for actually being the one to put it in like kind of social media format and get that out there. So funny. Holy shit. I love Gary's "Go Frosk." Like, that's my favorite part of that little thing. Please post a link to it. I'll retweet it again. Hold on. Let me undo retweet and I'll retweet it. So it'll be like on my Twitter. You guys can see it. Holy shit. Go Frosk. Bow, 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 bow. All right, where the hell is my All right, here we go. Let's see. Brian Bresnay for $5. Ad block plus guy. Don't see any ads. I'm not going to use ad block because I make my money on people watching my ads, you know? So I'm not going to do that. The only time that I will do that is if there is like if there's an article out there, say there was an article that was like a hit piece on me or something like that was just really truly disgusting, I would use something like Internet Archive or something like that to go to that site so that I wouldn't see the ads. That's what I would do. Bird up for 5. Pineapple on pizza is a racial slur. I'm reporting everyone who eats it to Lord Emperor Zuckerberg. Good on you, Bird up. Good on you. Frizz B for 5. Just an FYI, Dollar General has a knockoff Thin Mint that tastes exactly like them for about $2, and pineapple on pizza is a sin. That's good to know. I have to brave a Dollar General to go get it, huh? Am I required to wear flip-flops to go in there? That's interesting, though. The Common Nerd for 5. Lemon cookies and lemon ice cream are the best. I actually, lemon Oreos. I'll eat the fuck out of lemon Oreos. Do you see the news about the Rocketeer? I'm excited they're bringing it back in paper. I haven't seen anything about the Rocketeer, no. Nothing. Richard Curtis for 10 pounds. Pineapple on pizza seems pretty European. So as an Englishman, I can say that includes a whole lot of incest. Thank you. Thank you, Richard Curtis. You're right. You're right. The Common Nerd for 2. I thought it was Coruscant the whole time. Exactly. MKF30 for 2. Do you think Lord of the Rings series will do better than Star Wars? I think it'll do worse. It depends what you mean. Like it's a streaming show. It'll be tough to tell that way, but I think it'll be worse. I think that. How should I put this? I think that Star Wars is a little bit more of a normie franchise in general. You know, you don't see people like, you don't see the mass amount of people going out and buying, like, I don't know, people going like buying lightsabers or fucking stormtrooper shit or like stuff like that randomly at like Christmas or Halloween. You don't see the same level of that for something like Lord of the Rings. You know, even though I love the Lord of the Rings movies and I love Lord of the Rings, you know, I don't think it's not as normified, in my opinion, as what we've seen with Star Wars, especially in recent years. Just my opinion, though. So I think that the series is going to be like, it's not going to be as accepted as much as the sequels, even as the sequels were, because I think that so many people are such hardcore fans, they're going to despise what they're seeing. Cooking with Ruthie. What's up, Ruthie? Ruthie runs the RK Outpost fan page on Instagram. You guys should definitely give it a follow. Ruthie says, really enjoyed your Daily Wire video. It was great. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, Ruthie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Common Nerd says, hair's starting to look like Beavis. Thank you, Common Nerd. Culture Casino for 5. You need to grow that hair, man. Don't cut it. Oh, and hi, Ryan. Hey, Culture. What's up, man? I mean, I could probably grow it out. I could probably grow it out pretty long. I could probably do it if I wanted to. What if I just fucking moved it over to this side right here, right now? What would it look like? Oh my God, look how long it comes down there. What if I literally just reversed it? What if I put my thing down, flipped it, and reversed it? Because I never put my hair this way. I never see it this way. It's long. Doesn't look fucking like, I mean, it looks obviously messy because it's not cut that way, but wait, now which way do I go? I go this way, right? Fuck, I completely messed up my hair now. Is that right? What if I just lost my fucking part forever? Naptil advice for 5. Have you heard of the book of Virtue Bombs, How Hollywood Got Woke and Lost Its Soul by Christian Toto? I have heard of that. I've never read it, but I know Christian. Christian follows me on Twitter. I follow him back. So I'll have to definitely read it sometime. Praetorian Guad for $10. Not a gamer or super nerd, but I do enjoy sci-fi from time to time. Sad to see the Wokians are trashing everything like the evangelicals were in the 90s. Keep politics out of my entertainment. Interesting that the people are trying to like censor have kind of shifted, isn't it? God, my fucking hair. Now I'm really self-conscious about it because it looks weird now. Donut Swan for 2. Ryan, just here to say you don't look gay at all. Well, thanks, Donut Swan. I appreciate that. Mike Hill for 5. What do you think about Ubisoft creating a video game where you play as a firefighter to try to save the Notre Dame Cathedral from the fire it had? I think it's really fucking cool, actually. I think it's really cool. I want to see if I can find that for you guys. I saw people talking about it. It's like a VR game, though. So, I mean, I don't... Not a huge fan of that. I just don't care about VR. Let's see. Can we... Is this an actual trailer for it? Yeah, that's interesting. Here, I want you guys to be able to see this. Share system audio. Yeah, so somebody brought this up in chat, and I actually saw this on Twitter the other day. People were very upset. There are people that are very, very mad on Twitter. Of course they are, that Ubisoft is making this game. Ubisoft is making a VR game where you're a firefighter in Notre Dame at the Notre Dame Cathedral. That obviously, that crazy fire broke out. I don't know, was it like 2 years ago or something? Well, now Ubisoft is making a VR game where you're a firefighter and your job is to put out the fire. Let's take a look. Variety reports that Ubisoft is working on a VR game in which players become members of the Parisian Fire Brigade fighting the fire that severely damaged Notre Dame de Paris. How are you supposed to say this in French? I don't know. Notre Dame de Paris Cathedral in 2019. The 1-hour experience is being made in partnership with a docudrama with which it shares its name, Notre Dame on Fire. The Enemy at the Gates, Name of the Rose is stuff that he's worked on before. Like any escape game, it's a question of puzzles and cooperating with your teammates. The idea is to make your way through the cathedral, to find relics, and to fight the fire because you have to save Notre Dame before the clock runs out. The fire burned for approximately 15 hours and resulted in the cathedral's main spire collapsing, as well as the destruction of much of the roof. The towers were saved, however. Reconstruction work is ongoing. That was so crazy when it happened. Let's take a look at this trailer, actually. Notre Dame on Fire official teaser. I believe this is probably for the documentary, not the game, but I mean, let's see. A movie. Yeah, this is for the movie. Oh, man. Oof. God, that was crazy. When you call, I rush. Be sure to use the fastest and surest channel. Your wait will seem long, but despite your distress, forgive my apparent slowness. Coming soon for IMAX. Like, Oh man, that was insane. I remember just looking at the day this happened. That was crazy. But a lot of people were up in arms because how dare they make something about trying to save a church, because that's what all these woke lunatics care about. I don't really care about VR games. I'm not big into VR games, but I think it's an interesting concept, especially to be released along with a documentary, a movie about it. So I'm all for this. And the people that are mad about it can suck a dick. That's how I feel. Mocracy for 2. Daily Wire is neocon and warmongering. Hey, I don't agree with a lot of the things Ben Shapiro says necessarily. I agree with him on a lot as well. But again, I feel like a lot of times what we end up doing in this space can get a little bit like what leftists do to other leftists, as far as, oh, well, if you disagree with me about this one certain thing, you're not in this group anymore. I think we have to get past that a little bit. But yeah, I think that here's what I'll say. I think that here in America, we should care about American interests first. America first. That's what I believe. I think we far too often sometimes are caught up in things that we don't need to be or shouldn't be. So anyway, Sunny Frisch for €2. Frosk, fridge might be more appropriate. I agree. I agree. Brian Bresnay is now a channel member. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, man. There's a Raging Ryan 2 level. Sam Fisher for 5. Frost truly has a lot of projections and looked like she was about to cry. It's no wonder she was fired from League of Legends. Yes, she's had a lot of history with stuff like that. Brian Bresnay for 10. I'm starting to think the whole rant was staged so that G4 could brand themselves as bending the knee. Why do so many people in the gaming industry think it's a good thing to hate their audience? Well, it was like they knew it was going to happen. It was written out, they didn't think they were going to get this backlash. I guarantee that. That's why they've backed off, like on Twitter and stuff, for the most part. You know what I mean? That's why this happened. That's why Frost deleted that fucking message. I guarantee that. Nerdporial for 5. Congrats on a 100K milestone and holding almost 2K viewership. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Pretty sure Salty Cracker's out there too. So I'm thankful to get 10 viewers. What shows are you excited for? Me, the Orville. Yeah, I know a lot of people are loving Orville. They're looking forward to Orville season 3. That's pretty cool, man. I'm glad. Yeah. I think Salty Cracker streams on this time, so I always lose a little bit, but it's good. I'm glad you guys are here hanging out with me. It's fucking incredible. Michael Songer for 2. It's weird. It is weird. It is weird. Mystic for Canadian 5. Someone please make a Friday Night Funkin' level of this song because it's legit the best thing, and I will try to get a high score on it. Keep it up, Ryan. Is that game where you like hit the arrow buttons and it's like they're having a sing off or something? Is that Friday Night Funkin'? Maybe. Tired Canadian. Oh shit, it jumped. Tired Canadian with a $2 super sticker. Is that a little one up? Yes. Thank you very much, Tired Canadian. I appreciate that. Josiah Fitch for 2. Who wins? Frosk versus Zuckerberg? I think Zuckerberg. He's a robot. Jorge Barracuda. Sup, Ryan? Caught the stream late, but we'll check out later tonight. Will it be here, your live channel? Keep up the great work. Well, you can always come back and rewatch it in your history. I really do need to start. Talking about or need to start re-uploading these. I'm really bad about uploading them to my live channel. Edda Trickster for 5. Congrats on 100K, bro. Been following you since Game of Thrones disaster when you had around 8.5 subs. Brady to the Packers. LOL. No, I don't think that's happening. I think that Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs after this performance. Mocracy, not one mention of Daily Wire's warmongering. Again, I can't say I watch Daily Wire every day, but You seem very upset about it. Again, if you want to like talk about specific policies, yeah, absolutely. I tend to agree with Ben Shapiro on more things than I disagree with him on. But yeah, I don't think, as someone who served in the United States military, I don't think that we should be involved in so many wars around the globe. I think it's a good thing to de-escalate things and get out of these places. Now, it can't be done like it was done in Afghanistan, however, and that's really the fucking problem. You have a lot of people who think that you can just fucking drop everything and leave after you're in here. You're naive if you fucking think that. If you think that, we have what happened in Afghanistan, where we literally end up leaving it. Not only are a bunch of lives lost, but the place ends up in way worse than we started. You know, you have to do it strategically. And we were on pace to do that strategically. And unfortunately, an old man fucked that completely up in Joe Biden. So, again, the idea that everyone needs to agree about every single thing is fucking exhausting. Gal Pal Val for $10. Any thoughts on the Uncharted movie? I love the games. I know Naughty Dog went down the bad path, but I do love that series. Hoping against hope, the movie is entertaining. Gal Pal Val, I'm glad you're hopeful for it. I don't think that it's going to be any good. I think that Tom Holland's very miscast as Nathan Drake, especially when Mark Wahlberg is cast as Sully, and he literally looks like he could play a better Nathan Drake. I know it's young version, just I understand that, but I don't know. I do really like the fact that a couple parts and scenes from the trailer are like directly out of the games. I think that's great. So we'll see. I don't have too much faith. Johnny Bahonik for becomes a channel member. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Johnny. Welcome to the Raging Ryans. Chris Pavetta. What's up, Chris? I'm sure this will be speaking in circles, but FJB, something Brandon and his administration for likely sending our bro and sis to unnecessary conflict overseas. Ever flag over a container will be on them. Yeah, I agree. There's far too much money and far too much American blood spent in favor of fighting wars that are profitable for other people. Totally agree. Ash for Canadian 5. Are you going to play Elden Ring? Congrats on Hurricane. Thank you. I am going to play Elden Ring. I need to figure out what I want to play it on. If I want to do it on PC or if I want to do it with, or if I want to do it on PS5. I don't know yet. FBI Glow Boy for 5. You ready to get recalled for World War III with Russia? I'm Dodge if they try to recall me. I don't think I'll be recalled. Let's see. Oh, shit. So I'm not in the reserves. I'm not in the reserves at all. I didn't do reserves, so they're not going to recall me for that. The only way would be if they institute the draft and they, just take anybody. I think it's like age 17 to age, is it 35 or 40 able-bodied men? I don't remember. Something like that. That's the only way it would happen for me, but I'm not reserves. I said, fuck that. I don't want to take the risk and, get the money every month and take the risk of getting recalled. I'm done. I'm done with it. Willie Wonkanobi for 5. Hail to the most impressive forehead on YouTube. Congrats on the 100K. Keep up the good work, baby boy. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Willie Wonkanobi. That's awesome. Chris Pavoda for $10. Oh, and congratulations to this prior nuke that sat on the mess decks for tests, but making my hot water and charging my iPhone on getting the 100K milestones. Keep pushing. Yeah, man. No problem. I'm glad that we were able to keep your iPhone charged. That's what we're there for. That's fucking funny. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. We got Radicalized Ryan over on the Odyssey side. What's up, my Odyssey peeps? Radicalized Ryan with 2 $5 super stickers with some library coin. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, boys. I assume Radicalized Ryan's a dude at least. I don't know. Missing a lot of the Star Wars EU stuff. I know so many people want me to do. So many people want me to do a lot of the Star Wars EU stuff. And yeah, it takes a really long time, but I would love to get back to it at some point. I would love to get back to it at some point. Titty Smacker for $3. Disney killed Star Wars. I can't even watch it anymore. Have you ever seen the show Dark? Dark. It definitely rings a bell. I don't know if I've seen that. Let me look it up, see if I recognize the TV show. Sci-Fi Channel? No, I don't think so. Oh, is it that German show? Jeremy has been talking about that. Jeremy has been talking about that for a while, but no, I have not. I have not seen that. Mocracy, you seem really fucking triggered, dude. You seem really fucking triggered. Even though I've told you that I probably agree with your perspective in terms of fighting wars we don't belong in. Like, first of all, the idea that you think that the Daily Wire, right, has an opinion on that and not just Ben Shapiro. You're probably just upset at Ben Shapiro or maybe a couple other people that are there. The idea that you think that every person there thinks the same way is weird. Every person at Geeks and Gamers doesn't think the same way. That's fucking quite obvious. So you're just continuing to act like a bitch in the chat, and that's fine. You can do that, and I appreciate your super chats, but I've specifically already addressed what you're talking about. So you just seem triggered that maybe not everyone 100% agrees with you. Again, that's the fucking far left. That's why they will inevitably lose. Because any person that doesn't align completely with their point of view, they don't feel like should be part of the club. That's fine, man. The Common Nerd for $2. I'd love to see a list of great EU to read. I've made some very old videos that are very embarrassing at how slow I'm talking and my setup and everything. So it's definitely there. But All Things Mario. All Things Mario for $5. Can you show love to my Mario channel? I'm showing love to All Things Mario. Showing love to All Things Mario. So thank you very much, Mario. Lovell Hairston for $5. Taco Bell is disgusting. It's only 80% real beef. What's the other 20%? I don't care. It tastes good. Also, best pizza is pepperoni, bacon, and pineapple. Don't at me if you think Taco Bell is delicious unless you at me on Instagram. You're the best, bro, even if your taste buds are gross. Well, thank you, Lovell Hairston. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Should I tell you guys my my theory about G4? Cleveland, that's good. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Where was I? All right. Let's move that a little bit. Oh, I fucking lost. I need to find that. I must have lost that at some point. I need to find something. Oh, that was from me when I was replying like an idiot to that. I can't believe that tweet didn't get more nice. It was funny as hell. That was funny as hell. Here it is. This is about G4 and their Twitch channel. So there's something very interesting about that. I'm searching through my 1,000 tabs. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Whoever said that. God, this is fucking. Now, what I'm about to talk about is, again, I don't have any evidence of this. It's just my perception. All right. It's my perception and what I kind of think is happening because it's the only thing that makes sense. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see if anything comes of this. Obviously, G4TV has been absolutely reeling ever since Frosk had her meltdown. The disaster that resulted from it, with so many people unsubscribing from their YouTube channel, with them getting ratioed all across social media, all across YouTube. But something very interesting has been happening since then, specifically on their Twitch channel. And I have a theory about why and what that is. Now, again, I have to reiterate, it's just a theory. But when you look at it, something doesn't quite add up, and we're going to look into it. Now, obviously, this is from Bounding into Comics. G4 loses thousands of subscribers following ex-play host Indiana Black's sexism in gaming rant. We've talked about this, and the fact that they have very, very little interaction on YouTube. 500,000 subscribers. And when we were streaming Friday with them the other day, this is Friday Night Tights right here. We had nearly 12,000 people watching, with almost 400,000 subscribers, whereas G4 at nearly 500,000 subscribers couldn't even get to 500. That's where they sat. Basically, the entirety of the time they were streaming D&D, right? D&D presents Invitation to Party, Scoundrels of Waterdeep, and The Whole World Blind. Now, this is about the same level of traction they've been getting on that stream. But something very weird was going on, and I also thought it was weird because so many people at G4 tried to amplify this. The same time where, although they have 500,000 subs, they're only polling 500 people. Over on Twitch, something very interesting was happening. They had 30,000 people watching their Twitch stream. I mean, this thing ended up at 586,000 views, which is crazy because, G4 only has about 130,000 Twitch followers. To be getting 30% of your following like that, that's nuts. That's crazy. How could something like this happen? I have a theory about that. And it involves something called view botting. I don't know if you guys have heard of view botting, if you know what view botting is, but there's illegal ways to view bot and there are legal ways to view bot. I don't know if anyone's ever seen a bot attack. People have used it and weaponized it before, whether it's follows, whether it's viewers, things like that. All of a sudden, just a wave, like 4,000 people might come and follow your channel or start watching your channel. And it's kind of a mess. It throws your notifications through a loop, all this stuff. That happens on Twitch. Isn't it weird that all of a sudden, in the middle of a big controversy where they're looking really bad on YouTube, they start to do something that would be fairly easy to do on Twitch, and all of a sudden they're getting traction like they've never seen before? Isn't that weird? Well, it's not like anybody involved with G4 would ever do something like that. Of course, we do have this. The Attacks Kevin Pereira acknowledged Twitch view botting controversy. The dire situation that Kevin Pereira found himself in, a longtime fixture in the gaming community, Pereira is best known as the host of Attack of the Show. After leaving G4, he launched The Attack on Twitch in 2014. The Attack wasn't performing the way Pereira and his production company needed it to, and the host turned producer turned boss told Polygon, with people's jobs on the line, he was feeling desperate to try to keep the show going, to keep as many employed as possible. He ended up turning to view botting, a practice that falsely inflates the number of viewers watching a stream or video. It's frowned upon within the streaming community and it violates Twitch's terms of service. Again, there are ways you can do that actually are kind of legal, especially if you put it as autoplay on a website that already gets a lot of traffic, then anytime anyone clicks on that, it'll autoplay and count as a viewer. There's ways people can get around this, and Twitch really doesn't care because the more viewers they have, the better it looks for them. So I thought it'd be interesting to do a little example. All right. This is what they had. They had 30,000 people watching, right? 30,000 people. I want to compare how much interaction they're getting in chat, because when that should tell you, right? If you had a bunch of fake people watching and there wasn't really as much interaction as you would expect, that would be kind of telling, I think. So let's watch this, shall we? Let's hit play. As you can see, maybe one comment every second. There hasn't been a comment in a while. Like, look at how slow this chat is moving right now. Look at how slow this chat is moving. Now, they are not on follower only. They're not on sub only mode. They're not even on verified users only mode. Anyone can come in here and chat. It's not like they did on YouTube. There's no restrictions. Look at this. No one is talking, but 30,000 people are supposedly there. For comparison, I haven't looked yet, all right? What do we have? Hundreds, 7. All right, Hassan is right here. 35,000 viewers for Hassan. I don't like Hassan. We're going to mute his stuff. 35,000 people. Look at this chat right now. Look at this chat right now. I don't like Hassan, not a big fan of Hassan, but this is what a channel that has 35,000 people watching actually looks like. Okay? This is why I think it's yet another indication that G4, something fishy is going on, okay? Something strange is going on at G4 on their Twitch. Now, one of the reasons people might do this, look at that. I mean, is it any more obvious? Is it any more obvious than this compared to what we saw over here? I have no evidence. I have no proof. I'm simply putting things together and speculating. And wouldn't it make sense that after a major controversy, after YouTube's not doing very well, your numbers on YouTube aren't doing good, you need to make it appear to everyone else that you're in really good shape, that maybe you might turn to something like view botting to make it look like you're doing better than you actually are. There's no way there's 30,000 people in there. To me, when I look at that, there's no way that level of interaction, that's not 30,000 people in a chat. We just played it for you guys. Not even a comment a second. We have Geeks and Gamers streams. I have streams. There's more than a comment a second. This is not very good. But one thing it does allow you to do is it boosts you up on the front page and will actually get more actual people to follow you, because they see you on the front page, they tune in, you'll get more actual interaction that way. There's reasons to view bot. People on Twitch do it often. This is one of the main indicators. It's not like no one involved in the company's ever shied away from that before. You think maybe there's a possibility they did it again, especially when the host of that show, Frosk, is one of the people that retweeted this. They were advertising to everybody. Look how many viewers we got on Twitch, guys. Ignore the fact that we have basically no one on YouTube. Look at Twitch, look at Twitch, look at Twitch. Something fishy is going on. No proof, no hard evidence, just circumstantial stuff. It's just my opinion. Take that with what you will. It's just a theory I have. It certainly looks like something doesn't add up at G4. A lot doesn't add up, including all of this, yet having all that momentum on Twitch somehow. I think it's all a symptom of Frosk and what she did and the fact that they're trying to make themselves look better. But just a theory. Just a theory. What do you guys think? I tell you what, that could not have gone better. I'm going to clip that out, obviously making a video. That could not have gone better for me. I had no idea if that's what Hassan's chat would look like. That was just the Twitch homepage. But I gambled. I gambled on myself. I gambled on myself, and it worked. So, fuck yes. Now that could have looked really bad for me. Like if I had gone to Hassan's chat and there was just nothing there, that would have been really rough. That would have been really rough. But let's can we run a poll? Can I run a poll on here? Poll. Is G4TV Twitch? There's G4TV view botting Twitch. All right, polls up. We'll do it for like 2 minutes or something. Read some super chats along the way. Man, what the fuck? Julian Borges for 5. Check out God's Bicep. He does great gaming live streams. He strikes me as being potentially perfect for geeks and gamers. Do you watch You Are Here, by the way? I do watch You Are Here. Not every episode, because often we end up streaming at the same time as You Are Here, but I love Sydney and Elijah. God's Bicep. God's Bicep. All right, I subscribed. Oh, he's live right now, actually. All right, I subscribed. I'll check him out. Thanks for the recommendation. We'll see what happens. Paul Taylor for Canadian 10. I'm expecting a Commando remake any day with Elliot Page as the Commando and Patton Oswalt as his child. What the fuck? Ryan should go on You Are Here. No comment. Stay tuned. Let's see. FBI Glow Boy becomes a channel member. Thank you so much, FBI Glow Boy. This chat is moving faster than G4 on Twitch. You said it, not me. But I don't find it logical or reasonable that it's something that could only pull 500 on YouTube, yet it's getting 30,000 on Twitch, even if they're getting artificially put on the front page. Like, come on. Doesn't make sense. Smokescreen 81 becomes a channel member. Thank you so much, Smokescreen. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks for being here. I have not covered the week woke Superman sales yet, but I will. X-Wing. Frosk's pussy smells like the Sarlacc pit. It's the only thing that makes sense as to why she's so mad. That would make someone very upset, X-Wing. You're not wrong. Good to see you, X-Wing. Hope you're enjoying Boba Fett a little more. Let's see. Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie 5. I wonder how Umbrella Academy Season 3 will move forward with the series with Elliot Page being trans, but the character Vanya is 100% chick. I don't know. I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Okay. I gotta respond to this. Exactly the one I just showed. That is good. Great minds. For the person I just texted back, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. Yeah, I am not an Umbrella. I've seen the first like 2 or 3 episodes of Umbrella Academy. It was not I don't know. It didn't really like, oh, I love it kind of thing. So I don't know. Brian Bresnay says, if you could choose, would you do the original Thrawn trilogy or Jedi Academy trilogy or both in place of the sequel trilogy we got? Neither. I would start it off after Crucible. You know, I would start it off after Crucible, which is essentially about 45 years after the Battle of Yavin. Force Awakens, you know, the characters, or that movie was made about, 37, 38 years after the Battle of Yavin, after New Hope in real life. So the ages would be right for the main characters. You have built-in new next generation characters like Jaina Solo that's established, Jagfell, Ben Skywalker, not Ben Solo, Ben fucking Skywalker, Tahiri Vela. You have a whole next generation that you can introduce people to, and you have so much room and funny. That's what I would have done. But hey, what do I know? All right, 97%. The yeses have it. The yeses have it. Sky Honker says Cyber Chud. Let's see. Input latency. What's up, man? For $3. Jeremy sucks. Wait, wrong stream. Hail and God bless. And once again, thank you for your service, man. My pleasure. Appreciate it. Input latency. Thank you very much. Should have compared it to a DSP stream, says Sifu in Odyssey. Jesus Christ. That would have been funny, actually, if I had known. If I had thought about it. Man, I'm still like, I'm really happy that when we compared the chats that was like that. Because I had a feeling, like I just sensed it. I sensed that was right. I had looked at a couple other streams, but who knows? I could have pulled up a Hassan stream and it would have been, I don't know. It would have been fine. So, I don't know. I think I might have missed. I think I got, yeah, Dave Parker's thumbs up super sticker. Thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate that. Should we talk about Superman? Superman. Fans reject woke Superman. Jesus Christ, that's so absolutely terrible. I think I have everything I need here. Actually, I should pull up that Bounding into Comics article. Bounding into Comics, gay Superman. This fucking image kills me. This fucking kills me, dude. Why do I get out of here? I don't need that shit. DC Comics. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, Ryan, I was just trying to say her breath. Well, you put Frosk's star. That didn't make any sense to me. I would not have guessed breath from that. I guessed pussy. So I put words in your mouth, X-Wing. My bad. Frosk's breath probably smells like a sarlacc. However, I think that you could put pussy in there and everything would still apply. It might just be a little edgier. All right. We got to talk about this. DC Comics continues to prove over and over again that they learned nothing from Marvel. When they saw what Marvel was doing, placing identity politics and, trying to sell wokeness to everyone, they saw Marvel doing that. They failed horrendously. Gender swaps, race swaps, sexuality swaps, all of these things. It did not work for Marvel. So instead, for some reason, DC decides to follow suit and take some of their most beloved characters and absolutely destroy them, sacrificing them on the altar of identity politics. And Superman was one of the worst victims. Fans reject woke Superman. DC Comics sales are terrifying. And this is all about, Jonathan Kent, Superman's son, Clark Kent's son, who is now, in this comic book run, the main line Superman in the DC universe, because Superman's off doing something else. And of course, we also found out they're also going to kill Superman once again, along with the rest of the Justice League, to further push gay John Kent. And when I'm talking about I can't say that. When I'm talking about gay John Kent, I'm talking about this. DC Comics confirms new Superman is attracted to dudes. One of the best headlines John F. Trent has ever had. And this picture is now seared into the memory of everyone. Because this is what they want. They want to take these characters. They want to take one of the traditional heroes, one of the most masculine characters we've ever had in fiction, in Superman. You know, truth, justice, the American way. And they want to destroy everything that means. And that includes having him being attracted to a pink-haired weirdo and kissing a dude. Like, that's what they're doing now. Like, what the hell is that? That is absolute insanity. But did that translate to sales? Did all this wokeness translate to sales? No. The answer is obviously no. Fans are rejecting the woke Superman in droves, and as it's learned today, DC Comics sales are in the gutter and described as terrifying. YouTuber Comics by Perch points out that DC Comics sales from over 100 comic book stores directly tied to consumers, where DC Comics has only 2 titles in the top 50 that are not Batman-related titles. And indeed, when we look here, let's look at the top 50 comics. You got Batman, you have a bunch of Marvel stuff, and then you have Batman Annual, Batman, Dark Knights of Steel, Batgirls, so still a Batman-related property, Batman One Dark Knight, Batman, Joker, so again connected to Batman, Nightwing. Look at this. It's basically all Batman-related things, other than there is a Wonder Woman comic, a special Wonder Woman comic that got released, and Justice League Incarnate #1. 2 #1s get in there, right? This is insane. I want to go down here. DC Comics actually only has 1 non-Batman title in the top 40 with a Wonder Woman comic. And the second from DC is a Justice League comic that comes in at number 48. But shockingly, it's not the main Justice title from Bendis. No, it's because they're #1s. That's why they sold that high. That's why they sold that, because they're #1s. So what that means is fans are not only buying Batman titles from DC Comics and basically nothing else. They're not buying Justice League, Wonder Woman, The Flash, etc. What about the woke Superman that recently received all the headlines? It's a complete disaster. The woke Superman, Son of Kal-El, went from number 6 in November to not even appearing in the top 50 in December. That's a drop of thousands of readers. What that tells us, similar to the upcoming death of Justice League, it's all hype and it's all artificially created, as no fans stuck around to actually continue to buy and read woke Superman. Sure, a headline in Entertainment Weekly is cool, but when it comes down to it, nothing becomes of it other than pissing off and pushing away your existing fan base. Something the comic book industry has been doing for years. Death of Justice League, indeed. It's the truth. So when they did this, literally just to get out there, they had a little bit of burst in sales because some people thought, wow, first, maybe it'll be a collector's edition, something like that. A couple sales, boosted up to 6. Now, a couple months later, it's not even the top 50. The Superman, the mainline Superman comic, not even in the top 50. Isn't that sad? It's pathetic. But that's what DC Comics has done. They've gone for this over what any of the readers are actually asking for. And they will continue to fail as long as they continue to operate this way. Extremely pathetic. Oh, man. And I see it, man. I see Mocracy says, I sent 2 chats, no answer. I've literally talked about you more in this stream than anyone else. I did answer it. You probably just don't like the answer. So, and that's fine. Fans, let's see. Where was I? Hurrin the Steadfast for Canadian 5. Been replaying KOTOR and listening to the Darth Bane trilogy on audio. Excellent Star Wars content. I agree. What would you guys think if I got you know, some people do those audio or those Audible sponsorships, those Audible ad reads. Would you guys be okay with that if I did something like that? I love Audible and actually use Audible. And I've had a couple people reach out, and I would like to do that. Those little like 30, 45 second ad reads, if it's something that you guys would be okay with. But I would need to know. Because it's a good way to continue to grow the channel and stuff like that. And obviously they would give me money for it. And it's something I actually use. You know, I love the Star Wars audiobooks because they're like audio dramas. They really are. They have music and sound effects and great voice acting. It's incredible. So Everyone's saying yeah. Everyone's saying yeah, except for Taliesin. Talison's very mad. I'd flip the fuck out if he did it. Everyone else seems to be okay with it. I'm not doing Raid Shadow Legends. Again, the only things I would ever do something like that for are things that I actually use and like. That's it. So. Little Ragamuffin says, it's your channel, do what you want while you're asking permission. Well, I'm asking for feedback. I'm asking for feedback, you know, not permission. But if it was overwhelming, no, you guys wouldn't want that, then I wouldn't want to do that. I'll do a poll though. We're going to do a poll. Yes or no? Would you be okay if I did ad reads for Audible, etc.? All right, let's catch back up with these. I love KOTOR. I should play KOTOR on Twitch sometime. The Common Nerd for 2. Ryan's video voice and his stream voice are different a little bit. It's a little bit different for like when I'm actually doing a video, because I'm like intense throughout. Whereas a lot of times on streams, I'm just kind of relaxing and thinking about stuff with you guys. So fantastic, Mr. Knox. Remember, everyone, this gay Superman's written by an Australian who just wants woke points and had that grin when he was interviewed on a morning show. God. And then again for 5, Mr. Knox. As an Aussie, fuck him and thanks to the laughs because no one's buying his books. Thank you. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Darian Murphy for 5. Yeah, go for Audible ad reads, Ryan. Do it. It's 91%, so it seems like most people are okay with it. If I do that, it'll definitely be with stuff that I think makes sense for you guys. So, the Ash and Luca for 5. Understand your hesitation, but we support you, so do what you got to do to make some extra money. Thank you, Ash and Luca. I appreciate that. Everyone's saying Shadow Legends. Why do you guys want me to do Shadow Legends once? I don't play Raid Shadow Legends. I do listen to what do you call it? I do listen to audiobooks all the time. So I don't know. I'll think about it. But thank you guys for the feedback. I really appreciate it. It means a lot that you guys would support it if I did. We got to get through some shit. It's almost fucking 9 o'clock. Goddamn, son. I want to have so many videos out of this, though. Oh, let's refresh this. You guys been paying attention to Batwoman? Anyone other than Az, at least? God, this fucking Katosin. You sons of bitches. Katosin is taking over my fucking computer, dude. I'm going to buy something from them. I can't not now. They look cool. God damn it. God fucking damn it. All right. If you haven't been paying attention, and I can't really blame you since no one really does, Batwoman Season 3 ratings are absolutely in the toilet. When you look down, you can see right here, they're down to just over 400,000 viewers. It is pathetic and should be expected from something like the CW, a show like this, which embraces identity politics maybe more than anything else on CW. And that's saying something. And the next thing that they have in store for everyone is even more ludicrous. This person right here, I know, you might not find this person super familiar from a comic book as you look at him. Well, it's because they are going to completely change this character, a character that a lot of people care about. Batwoman actor Nick Cregan discusses role as Ryan Wilder's half-brother, the new Black Joker. Yes, you heard me right. Black Joker, which I think was like a YouTube video that they made in like 2016. Someone made a little trailer for Black Joker. No, they're actually doing it. This is Joker in Batwoman with purple hair. Like, I think everyone's jaw has probably just dropped if you didn't know about this, and you know now. In the Arrowverse, it was revealed Batwoman went off the deep end, or that Batman went on the deep end and killed the Joker. However, which is crazy. I have not been paying attention. I can't believe they did that. But however, Gotham's vacant throne of Clown Prince of Crime is filled by a new character debuted this season. Nick Cregan is the new face in the Arrowverse who plays Marcus Jet, the inheritor of the Joker name, who happens to be Ryan Wilder's brother. This show is insane. Every person in this show is either black or gay or both. Like, that's just what it seems like. Every single person in this show. Fuck. Like his sister before her run-in with Batwoman and eventually picking up Kate Kane's suit once it dropped out of the sky, Marcus's life was on a normal path until a hijacking of his own school bus at the tender age by the original Joker and a zap from his joy buzzer sent him down a dark path. After killing Professor Pig, Marcus is at the point of no return now and doing what any self-respecting Joker would next. Strike at the heart of Gotham, starting with Wayne Enterprises. Where he goes from there is part of what Cregan discussed in an interview. It's crazy. It's wild, actually, Cregan said of becoming the new Joker. Yeah, I've done a lot of processing the past few weeks, months, you know. It's still surreal to me. He added the reception for, quote, being the first person of color to play this role has just been overwhelming. This is so fucking stupid. This is so stupid. Oh my God. For inspiration, Cregan's drawing from Jared Leto's Joker, a portrayal he likes for how different it was than every other rendition. I don't know if that's going to be popular for people. Cregan also wants to be a Joker who is original and into being himself, wearing his own fashion, but he also tries to borrow what he can from famous portrayals in the past. Like, there's a lot of vibes that come through that people probably relate to, especially being from New York and, you know, a little street, a little edgy, funny. So I try to take elements from Jared Leto's Joker, but I make sure to weave in the maniacal laughter and just craze in the eyes I saw from Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix. So there's bits and pieces I've taken from a lot of them, but I'm still making it very much as original as possible. What the hell is this? Dude, this is the CW, and this is DC. In reality, this is DC. This is what the Joker looks like. Orange pimp suit and purple hair. That's what we have going on now. Why can this not just be a character? Why can you not just have him be a villain? Give him his own name, do something. Why are you constantly trying to take these things and bastardize them? That's right. It's because you don't actually find any validity in an original minority character. They need to subvert and take everything over because it feels better for them if they do. This is nuts, man. And just continues on with CW. This is, and I see My Nerdy Home in the chat. Leto is no longer the worst Joker. Yeah, now we got Nick Cregan as Black Joker. Again, this is DC. This is CW. This is why CW continues to have failing ratings like this and why they do not make any money whatsoever. This is embarrassingly bad for DC at CW. What the hell, dude? The Common Nerd for 2. I haven't seen much woke from Audible. Well, I mean, Audible is owned by Amazon, I think, but I mean, they're just books. Like, it's like any streaming company or whatever, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Audible, to be honest. That's a decent idea, Joe. Do ads like the quartering covering videos with questionable monetization. That's actually a decent idea. Blue-eyed Scorpio. Blue-eyed Scorpio for 5 says, you do not have my permission unless it's Raid Shadow Legends. All right. Well, good to know, Blue-eyed Scorpio. Thank you. Rage, do a Dark Side Phil parody ad read. That'd be pretty funny. Raging Rhino for Aussie 4 with a fist bump. Thank you. Thank you very much. Monopoly Loser for 5. The only black Joker is Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I could be down with... Yeah, let Wesley Snipes play it. I'll be down with it. My Nerdy Home for 2. Leto's no longer the worst Joker. Thank you, Steph. Gear's Second Son for Canadian 2. Doesn't Fennec Shan have an active bounty? Probably. I believe that's probably the case. All right. I want to do one more thing. This is going to be for Patriot Out. Oh, actually, 2 more things real quick. I need for Patriot Outpost. I don't think I need my headphones in, but I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Let's see. We'll see if I'll get an email after that review is completed. Should I check? Let me check really quick right now and make sure I haven't got an email. Because if I did, then everything would be fine. Oh, wow. Good to know. Good to know. Here we are once again on Patriot Outpost, where I have yet another video removed for medical misinformation. And even though I submitted an appeal, even though I showed the source documents from the CDC themselves to say that nothing that I played in this video was medical misinformation, that all falls right in line with CDC guidelines, still I get an email back from YouTube that says this: we've reviewed your appeal for the following content. Barry Weiss destroys the COVID narrative on the Bill Maher show. America is over these restrictions. We reviewed your content carefully and have confirmed it violates our medical misinformation policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube's a safe place for all. No, this is absolute garbage, YouTube. You can see here, this is the video that got removed. This is on the back end of my Patriot Outpost channel. It is a warning, so I don't technically have a strike, but I do have a warning. It means the next one would be a strike. They have removed this video. What did I talk about? Did I tell people anything in this video? I gave no medical information of any kind. I gave people no recommendations of any kind. What I did do was I played this. I played this video, which shockingly, let me do a refresh to make sure I'm not crazy. Right? This is from Bill Maher's show, Living with COVID, Real Time with Bill Maher. Now, Barry Weiss is on here. I played her portion of this. That's all. I played her portion of this when she's talking about her experience with COVID. All right? That got my video removed. It's still here. It's still up. The source is still up on Bill Maher's channel. Why? Why is that the case? Why is it the case that this is still up if it's medical misinformation, YouTube? No, you're targeting my channel. Obviously, you're targeting my channel because of this. I even showed them these things from the CDC themselves, all the source documents to back up everything that Barry Weiss was actually saying and talking about. But no, I end up having this video removed. I submit an appeal, and the appeal says, no, we were right. It's medical misinformation. This is garbage. I'm going to put a tweet. I'm going to try to get their attention. I ask that everybody here, please, if you can, think about going to my Twitter and retweeting it. I'll probably include the tweet in the pinned comment of this video when I do put it out. This is absolute garbage. It happened with Joe Rogan, where I just played the Joe Rogan and Sanjay Gupta interview. I didn't say anything. I didn't give any medical misinformation, but they took that video down. It took a lot of prodding. It took a lot of asking, but eventually they restored it, and I got that warning wiped away. This is garbage, and I'm not going to stand for it, YouTube. You're obviously clearly targeting smaller creators instead of going after people like Bill Maher when they say something. I did absolutely nothing wrong. All of what she said is actually backed by the CDC themselves. You probably just haven't updated your guidelines yet because, as we know, the science continues to change. This is bullshit. But I wanted everybody to know that. We're going to be fighting that shit. I don't have a tweet out yet, but I'm going to clip that out and put that up on Patriot Outpost in a little while. But I want to get this stuff together and screenshots and everything. And put out a tweet that makes sense. I wanted to do it before the stream, but I just didn't have time. But I'm sure that we'll get it sorted. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. My channel's under attack. We'll do my channel's under attack. No fucking problem. Common Nerd for 2 says, start a Give, Send, Go so Rippa can buy the CW. That'd be fucking great. Rippa should buy the CW. Red Gaze for 2. Why they got to put Black Joker in Prison Orange? I don't know. I don't know. Bruce says, you think it's the headline they don't like. Well, there's nothing in the headline. Blue-Eyed Scorpio's lying. He says I blocked him on Twitter. No, that's fucking fake. You probably got yourself deleted or banned off Twitter. I think that's what you did, if I remember right. Black Joker stole my bike, says ADL. Anthony Fauci is in the Odyssey chat. Says, just boof the science. That's right. Is there anything else I needed to cover before I send you guys over to Geeks and Gamers? Because we are sending you over. This is one thing. Last thing I wanted to cover, then I'm sending you over. Gaming. I want to make sure I do a gaming video. I want to make sure I do this gaming video here. The launch of Battlefield 2042 did not go as planned for EA, at least not as well as they thought it might, even though they did have some strong sales numbers and strong player numbers right off the bat with a lot of hype going in. It has been a massive disappointment, and people are fleeing Battlefield 2042, in large part because for a lot of people, the game is absolutely broken. It's just not working for a lot of players, and as much as they've said they're going to do to try to fix it, it just hasn't really worked. Now we're getting information like this, which is going to really piss off anybody who spent $70 for this game. Battlefield 2042 might go free to play, Insider suggests. EA is looking at all the options to restore Battlefield 2042 player numbers, including some form of free-to-play access. While it may have had a strong start, Battlefield 2042's performance issues, XP progression, and a moderate amount of available content have seen declining player count for the near-future military shooter. According to the industry insider Tom Henderson, EA has been very disappointed. We can see right here, Tom Henderson, you guys probably know that if you follow gaming news. EA is reportedly very disappointed with how Battlefield 2042 has performed and is, quote, looking at all the options when it comes to the title. This is including looking at free-to-play in some capacity. I'll have more on that tomorrow, and we have yet to get more on that. He's not yet updated that story. But, like, dude, if this happens, this is a game that actually sold pretty well. Maybe not in terms of where we think Battlefield should be, but after a lot of damage to the brand, maybe where we kind of expected it to be. When you look at the response when GameSpot tweeted this out, look at all these people who are so fucking mad. I bought it and still won't play it. Even if it paid me to play it, I wouldn't by far. It's the worst I've played. Well, Halo Infinite's also free and it's not helping them much. Well, it's way better than the numbers for Battlefield 2042 for sure. So if the game goes free to play, I get my money back, right? I don't think so. So then everyone who paid for the game will get refunds, right? Yes. There's a super good pixel basically saying that he thinks they'll introduce a part of the game that's free to play to get people engaged. And that wouldn't be shocking, but what would they do? Like, what part would they make that free to play is really the question. Do you guys hear that? I don't think I'm sharing my audio. God dang it, dude. There's a tab somewhere that's playing stuff. I'll fucking get through it. You guys can't hear this shit for some reason. Damn, $60 down the drain for a half-ass game. People are very mad. If you make this free to play for the people that paid top dollar to play just a few months ago, that's not going to go over well. And when you look at this, Battlefield 2042. This is the Steam chart. I just refreshed this before the stream. Concurrent players, so 3 hours ago. Let's refresh right now. 5,600 people playing it right now after 100,000 just a few months ago. That is a massive drop off in players. The peak is only 7,000. To put that in perspective, this is Battlefield 5, a game that released years ago. All-time peak was less than that. Although right now they don't have a ton of people, 2,600. The 24-hour peak is 22,000. Like, look at that. We're talking about 3 times as many people at peak are playing Battlefield 5 than Battlefield 2042. This is embarrassing. And when you compare that with Halo, obviously, they've got between 27 and 33,000 people playing nearly all the time. So even though it's been a pretty big fall off for them, they're sustaining way higher numbers right now than Battlefield 2042. This is embarrassing. Yet another embarrassing situation for EA and the Battlefield franchise. But again, it's EA, and we've seen they have just not gone the right way with Battlefield. It looks like yet another game that gets churned out there before it's ready to go, that's buggy, that's glitchy, that's broken, that they're not going to be able to fix, at least not in time, to make the player base happy. But that's what we've come to expect from a lot of these big releases. So, not good. You guys can't hear that, right? Like, no one can hear what I'm hearing, right, Steph? All right. Like, it's so annoying. Listen to this. You guys can hear that, right? Can you hear the mic picking that up? Barely. Like, that's playing in the background of one of my million fucking tabs. So let's turn that down a little bit. Educated Viking for 5. On a scale from Frost to Black Joker, how badly will Jeremy do in Mario Kart tonight? Very badly. Jeremy's going to get fucking destroyed. Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie 2 says, say it like the ads, EA. It's extremely ass. How about that? That's what you wanted, right? There you go. All right, I'm good there. What's the score here? God, fourth quarter. This is a fucking tight game too. All right, I got to get going. I will hang out, patrons. I'm going to hang out with you guys right after this. I'm going to hang out right in the Discord with you. If you're in there, if you want to come hang out, you can definitely do that. I need to clip a video out. I need to watch this game. I need to make a reaction to this game if it ends crazy way. Then I got to go play Mario Kart. I got a bunch of fucking shit to do. My Sundays are absolutely crazy. They always are. But that's good. It's a good thing to be busy. I want to say a big thank you to everybody A big thank you to everyone here that made this stream huge. We had like 2,000 people watching at one point or something like that, which is nuts, phenomenal. I love it. I love you guys. Thanks for getting me to 100K. It's pretty incredible. I'm going to send you over to Geeks and Gamers because they're playing Mario Kart right now, or they should be. If they aren't, that's a problem. Let's see, subscriptions. Geeks and Gamers, yes. Geeks and Gamers has 713 people watching, right? I want you guys to all go in there and raid and just go crazy in the chat, okay? Not spam, just go crazy in the chat. That's what I want you guys to do. So I'm going to put that right here. Go here. I'm going to pin it. And I'm going to pin it right there. Python Pro Freak with a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I want everybody to go to Geeks and Gamers, raid them. Let's get those numbers up. It's going to be fucking massive. Everyone's over there. You're going to have a great time. All right, guys. You're fucking amazing. Thank you so much to Steph for modding and being behind the scenes the entire time and helping the stream go the way it does. Thanks to Benzo in the chat, Chris Gore, who was in the chat earlier. You guys are awesome. You're the reason I do this. You're the reason I'm able to do this. Thank you very much. And we will talk to you later. Peace.